Hi, everybody. I'm Randy Zinn. I'm the founder of the Going Beyond movement and the Going Beyond mentorship program. And I love to jump on here and share with you some of my favorite tips and, in particular, the topics that come up over and over again with my mentorship clients. And one topic for sure is always the challenge between productivity and our time for self-care. Now, most of us know at this point, because self-care and taking care of one's body and mind has become more mainstream, we understand that we need to do it. But what happens is we get totally crunched and condensed by our to-do lists, the needs of our work, the needs of our families, the needs of all the things in our lives, and somehow the time and the commitment we have for our self-care shrinks. It goes like this until hopefully it's not gone, but it's almost gone. And then we feel the negative effects of when we haven't given ourselves the time we need to take excellent care of ourselves. So I have a little bit of good news, and then I have some tips for you. The good news is that a little goes a long way, you guys. A little goes a long way. So sometimes when we think about our self-care, we think that it has to look very elaborate, that we have to have an hour and a half of yoga or of a HIIT class to be fit and to be taking proper care of our body. We think that we need to fill a bath with candles every single night and put our feet up and meditate for an hour every day in order to actually be whole. And the good news is that this is not true and this is not reality. In fact, what we need are short, committed bursts of goodness to bring ourselves up to an elevated energy level so that we can show up for our work, for our loved ones in a way that's whole. That's all we need. And so a couple of questions that I ask myself and I ask my clients, and I'm going to ask of you right now so that you can get super laser sharp focused about what you need to do, and then we carve out the time to do it. So if at least 3 to 4 days a week we want to move, I ask you to come up with a clear sense of what are the 2 to 3 physical things that you love to do, that you don't have to torture yourself and fight with yourself to do, and name those things, and then figure out how long you can commit to doing them. So for me, I love to dance, I love to spin, and I love to walk. I also like to do yoga. I like to move, but those are things that are easily accessible to me for about 30 minutes to an hour a few times a week. So that's clear. Then I ask myself, from a more soothing self-care standpoint, what are the things that come easy to me to do? Is it a bath? Is it a massage once a month? That's a good one. Is it curling up with a book and reading something that's nurturing for my mind and my soul? Similar to what we did with the workouts, write down those things that are clear, accessible, and you don't have to force yourself to do, that comes easily, right? Then what I want you to do is to look at your schedule and figure out the times that you have the most ease to build those things in. So for me, my movement and my workouts are usually best embraced in the morning. So I build them into my schedule. But some things, I'll use an example. I sometimes have an opportunity to get to a hip hop dance class. It's in the evening. That's only a once a week thing. So I'll stick that in there and I'll gain some time in the morning on that day. So I build my schedule similar with my self-care. When am I having that reading time? When am I having that bath? Put it in your calendar, people. This is super important because I'm going to tell you the honest truth. When you have nurtured your body, when you have nurtured your soul, your spirit, your mind, and you found that calm, all the time that you're putting into your work is going to be so much more potent. I know you've heard this a million times on someone else's Instagram feed, but it's true. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone if it's a challenge. Every single one of my mentorship clients has trouble finding that balance between their productivity and their self-care. So it really is a matter of being deliberate. What works for you? What's least torturous? What's the most fun? What's the most available to you? And then sticking it in your calendar like everything else. It will make a difference. It will round out your schedule, and you will notice that you show up better for your work and for the people in your life. I would love to hear from you. If you head over to the Going Beyond website, it's goingbeyondmovement.com. If you head over to the mentorship page, you can fill out a brief little something. It's a little intake form, and it tells me a little bit about you and a little bit about your work, your personal challenges, your questions, and then we can set up a time to chat. I love to do free 30-minute phone calls so that I can give you a sense of how I can help you. So head over there, get familiar, and thanks for tuning in. I hope this gave you just a little something that you might need to inspire you, to give yourself a little bit of that extra love, fit it in your schedule, and watch the results. Take care. Bye.